Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah ta'ala wa barakatuh. Glad to introduce myself. This is me, Abeer bin Saeed Sarmiyah, Research and Development Manager at Devpt Investment Company. It is an extremely immense pleasure being part of Oman Food Safety and Quality Conference today, which is a part of Oman Food Safety Week organized by Ministry of Agriculture, World Fisheries and Water Resources. It is a unique opportunity to raise awarenesses about the dangers of unsafe food with producers, handlers, and consumers. Glad that we are all of us gathered here to draw attention and inspire actions to manage food-borne risk contributing to many critical considerations. For example, food security, human health, economic prosperity, agriculture, market access, and sustainable development. World Health Organization estimates the impact of unsafe food cost low and middle income economics around 95 million in lost productivity every year. And annually, there is around 420 people die as a result of food contamination. And unfortunately, there is around 1.9 million of them are children. Both quality and safety of food that are eaten by every inhabitant daily becomes a major critical factor in maintaining the health of the population. And clearly, food safety control involves many critical considerations. Some of them are highly technical, while others are partially technological and partially political. This session focuses more on the other critical considerations that, in addition to science and risk assessment, can influence the development of food safety management system and its policy. So this session will focus on the other critical considerations that, in addition to science and risk assessment, can influence the whole development of food safety management system and its policy. To start with, international consideration. The global food trade safety control involves many several and critical issues. Some of them are highly technical, while others are partially technological and partially political as well. This session focuses more on the other critical considerations that, in addition to science and risk assessment, can influence the development of food safety management and its policy. Start with international considerations. The global food trade is increasing every year, creating numerous of challenges and opportunities for the food chain and contributing to the risk of the spread of pathogens and contaminants across national boundaries, creating extra challenges for authorities and increasing the need of global sharing information about food safety. It may be noted that requirements for certificate of compliance for food products is it the first step for continuous improvement of food quality and safety of food consumed worldwide. For government, there is always a need for enforceable standards that are convincing to both government, consumers, and industry. In addition, goods that are exported and imported place more demands on the government agencies that must set a clear standards, also for the businesses that must abide by them. Among the challenges are such a question as, is it beyond government capability to provide the quantity of inspection to give the safety net that consumers seems to expect? Another question is, should food safety issue continue to be addressed only through the existing program of the framework of the regulation, or is it the right time to consider a new framework to expand the rules and responsibilities of the industry? Another critical considerations can influence the development of food safety management system is climate consideration. Climate change impact not only on primary production, manufacturing, and trade, but also it impacts the whole food chain safety and the design of food safety management system. For example, increasing average temperature could always increase hygiene risk associated with either storage and distribution of food commodities. Also, reduced availability and quality of water in food handling and processing operations will also give a rise to a new challenges to hygiene management system, and it is anticipated that these risk management measures and adaptation strategies will always pose great challenges for developing countries. Business considerations. There is a multiple and several challenges like economic regulation of registrations and permission to use planet protection chemicals, globalization of food trade, investigations of taxes policies, and the additional taxes of food raw materials and packing components. Finally, imported versus nationally produced food ratios. All what I have been mentioned are challenges, impact business, but not only in terms of growth and profitability, but also it has a severe impact on food safety and quality. When we are moving to the final considerations that again can influence the development of food safety management system, customers. Food safety control practically stops at the moment when food is transferred into the customer shopping trolley. So customers' lack of knowledge and awarenesses is the key reasons for high incidence of food-borne risks and diseases. So the consumers needs to be informed about many critical things. For example, they have to be aware about the potential hazards that can occur in food. the maintenance of hygiene kitchen, workspace, and personal hygiene, safe food handling in terms of storage and conditions, finally, food preparation methods and safe storage of cooked food. So in accordance with that, always customer participation in food safety debates is crucially fundamentals. Customers always have the right to know and choose what exactly they are eating. And they should also participate in order to determine the level of food risk which is acceptable for them. The bottom line for industry and regulatory agencies is to acknowledge that consumers want to be a part of the market and have their preferences and requests has to be expressed clearly. Food safety is a shared responsibility among government, primary producers, manufacturers, and consumers. Everybody has a role to play from farm to fork. We must all of us play our part, and we must work together to scale up food safety in national and international agendas. And this will require a strengthened commitment at the highest political level to scale up food safety in the 2040 Agenda for Oman Sustainable Development. Through Oman Food Safety and Quality Conferences, Barzaman pursues its efforts to mainstream food and water quality and safety into public agenda and committed for a continuous improvement of its implementation to the integrated management system, which food safety management system is the major part of it. And at the end, we would like to thank you for your kind attentions, and I would be very glad to answer questions. Thank you very much.